Every morning the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kindness Rising, when we continue our discussion on play. It is Play Week. Let me throw something at you. Serious leaders lose. I mean that as a truth. Actually, two truths. That's hard to say, especially when you stumble over your tooth. Two truths. If you're too serious, too rigid, or too controlled, you're going to lose your team. But here's the other truth in the tooth. If you're serious about leadership, you're going to have to be okay with losing. So serious leaders lose, but also serious leaders lose. They lose control, they lose their ego, they lose the need to always be right, because leadership isn't about holding everything together. It's about creating space for other people to step in. And one of the best ways to do that is through play. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome, Ryan Darren. Ryan Darren in the house. Welcome into Kindness Rising. Who else is out there? Say hello in the chat. Get involved in Kindness Rising every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. We get up and get after it with Kindness Rising, with a little hope, humanity, and heart, rising above the noise of the day, just to get up and think about something, not to be too soft or too mellow, but to get up with purpose, and to get up with intention, and to get up with kindness, because kindness in all things will help us, the community, as individuals, really grow and become happier people. I've seen it, I've experienced when I lean into kindness, the opportunity for growth. And today we're talking about a concept, we're continuing our conversation about a concept that's connected to kindness. With a little light, a little fun, it's play. And it's play in the way that it helps us, and how leaders can use play to bring their teams closer together, to grow together. Absolutely. Welcome into Kindness Rising. Larry Davidson. Okay. Really? That's where we're at, 6'7"? Yep, of course. Ryan Darren, I do remember you. Good monking. Yes, Roseanne, good monking to you too. Of course, I remember people who come back. Larry Davidson, I didn't realize we were still on that. Haven't done it in a while, but we'll get to it with you, no problem. Stick around. Because here's what research tells us. There's a Harvard professor, fancy Harvard professor, Amy Edmondson, and she's known for her work on psychological safety. What she says is the highest performing teams aren't the ones that avoid mistakes, they're the ones where people feel safe to do things like speak up, to take risks, to be human. And now think about what can kill that. What can kill that? Being over serious, being too rigid, having fear of being wrong, right? And that's where play comes in. That's where play comes in here on Kindness Rising and in our world. Play lowers the stakes. It reduces fear and it signals, you can try that here. Come on, give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? There's also research showing that playful interactions increase trust, collaboration, and creative output. last week or 2 weeks ago, we had our trust week, right? We talked about how trust is the foundation of all strong teams. And what a better way to build trust and understanding of each other than to play games. What? Mom, I know you're out there. We talked about this last night. Play games. What are you talking about? Absolutely. I'm talking about games that spark imagination and creativity. I'm talking about making room for your business processes to be gamified a little bit. Where can you add a little bit of competition? Where can you add a leveling up to something? Your market, as you grow that is what people are seeking. What can we get to next? Take a look at the way that products are built and that communities are built. It's all about the level up, right? And that's all about the connection too. So absolutely, that's what I'm talking about here. If you understand, if you play games, you understand this is the way the brain is wired, absolutely wired. And research shows that when leaders use playful interactions to increase trust and collaboration and creative output, people will start to relax. And when they relax, they'll contribute. And again, it's not soft, it's performance. We want people in the mindset of comfort and of growth, and that's what games and playing will do. All right, we've been kicking it with the Kindness Rising theme all morning long. How do I get it to turn off? There it goes, and fade. All right. Thanks everybody for coming out. I appreciate every single one of you that comes out, sticks around for Kindness Rising, 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday morning. Guaranteed, I will be here. That is what I do. It's what I've been doing since last July, and I continue to hold to that, to build a community of people who want to get up, get after it together early in the morning. Yes, absolutely. I appreciate you for getting up with me, starting your day with a little bit of positivity. And also what we always do, which is highlight organizations that lean into the subject that we're talking about, to give us real world examples, to lift up organizations that are doing good things out there in the world. It's a vital part of my message here every single day. And this is the tune we play when we do that. Level enough bass kicks in there on the guitar. That little hitch and go. Here we go. All right, Kindness Spotlight. We're back to the same organization. I have to talk about them again real quick. The National Institute for Play. I spent even more time yesterday checking out what they do there, the family legacy that's being built there, which is really cool and interesting to me, to their yes. So Dr. Stuart Brown was leading this organization, started the research, and now his daughter and his granddaughter are leading the organization too. And I think that's pretty dang cool. And they're growing because they know how many people are out there that are leaning into this idea of play as a science, brain science, right? Play builds the neural pathways for social intelligence, adaptability, and emotional regulation. In other words, skills we expect from great leaders. Social intelligence, adaptability, and emotional regulation. Those are the things that we expect from great leaders, and those are the things that the National Institute for Play is identifying as what play builds. So why wouldn't we lean into play for our children as we grow and continue play, continue to challenge ourselves, compete with ourselves to level up, identify and solve new problems. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep checking out the National Institute for Play, and I'll bring more information about them too as things develop. They're going to be one I'm going to watch, along with the National Museum for Play. National Museum. Be strong, National Museum of Play in Rochester. All right. That's our kindness spotlight again today, but we're also going to break it down to a... What happened? All right. We're going to bring in a organization, a corporation that leans into play. I know I've experienced the play of this organization. It's a classic one, although I haven't in a while because I haven't traveled the airline in a while, but I'm talking about Southwest Airlines. You guys hear that? Do you hear that rocking and the shaking? The 4 cats. You guys know I have 4 cats. Something just happened. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to check that one out when we're done here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking about Southwest Airlines. They are a playful company. Absolutely. Their leadership culture has long encouraged humor, personality, and human connections. For flight attendants cracking jokes, pilots engaging with their passengers, employees just being themselves. And it didn't happen by accident. Leadership gave people permission to show up as humans, and the result was a stronger culture, a stronger loyalty, and stronger connection. Because when people feel safe, they engage. That's absolutely true here. Yep. Ryan, you heard that? Yeah. Okay. Well, let me tell you, when you got 4 cats roaming around and you're in a basement studio, absolutely. Every once in a while, they'll interfere. All right. Something happened. They chase each other around, wrestle, whatever. Never any problems. Cats and pets are the best. Highly encourage people. I think you can really tell. Side note, tangent. I think you can really tell the character of a human being by the way that they treat their pets, whether they care about animals, care about pets. I talked about that before too, as part of the show. It's just one of my worldviews that as a human being, if you can care for an animal, connect with an animal in that way, it shows your ability to have compassion, to have the capacity to love, frankly, all those things, and what pets give back. So I just believe that if you're a person who cares for animals, cares about animals, you may or may not have a pet of your own, but your attitude towards animals really says a lot about your character, in my opinion. All right. Wow, I missed some keys. Good morning. You missed some keys? What'd you miss, Mom? You missed some keys. I don't know. What keys? I don't even know what that means, I guess. Okay. All right, let's turn our attention to the other big news, the big news that came out this morning. All right, I guess I saw it for the first time this morning. Absolutely. Switching gears a little bit from play, but getting more into the business of being a creator, of building a brand, of digital platforms and digital media. Stay tuned for the next segment. Why not? Keep it going. All right, Ryan Darren, I'm glad you like your pets. That's awesome, dude. All right. So Meta platforms, you know them mostly as Facebook and as Instagram, of course. They just launched a new program, putting big dollars behind trying to lure some creators to their platforms, right? They're offering guaranteed money and increased reach to creators who already have influence on other platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. They set thresholds that are pretty high. If you have 100,000 followers on this, if you have 1 million followers on that, those are some pretty big numbers. But they're still talking about bringing those creators over and offering guaranteed bonuses and boosted distribution and other incentives. They're bringing music down. That one's a little too raucous for me. Anyway, they're boosting their incentives to try to bring creators over to the platforms as more platforms proliferate with growth of TikTok, YouTube right here, where I am, along with LinkedIn and all the platforms. So, there's competition for that. But underneath all that competition is something bigger, right? It's about attention. It's about ownership. It's about where community actually lives. Where does the community actually live? Because remember, creators don't belong to platforms. Platforms depend on creators. And so what Meta is signaling here is that content is the game, creators are the leverage, and attention is the currency. Which is absolutely, that's not, I think, a unique take on it, hot take on the idea that attention is currency. But here is where I think things are really different. You can pay for distribution. You can pay for more views, more likes, potentially, right? You can definitely pay for that. But you cannot pay for true connection just by posting. Post. You can incentivize the heck out of posting. You can get people liking, but you can't manufacture community that way, one like at a time. That way, you have to do something more human, like consistency and authenticity. And I think play could even come into play here. Play can play because creators who win long term, they're not the ones that just post. Yeah, posting every day. Good, post every day. Get stuff out there. You got to distribute your stuff. But the ones who are going to win in the long term, they're not the ones who are going to bump from Facebook to this, to that, to that, from all the different platforms. They're the ones that are going to build something that someone wants to come back to, regardless of where it's being distributed. That's the shift we're seeing out there in the world, to shift to the relationship. The question isn't where should I post, it's where am I actually going to build a connection with people. The algorithms will change, incentives will come and go, but connection, that's the only thing that compounds over time. And that's what we're building right here at the Mornings in the Lab network. We're building connections. When you have a show with Mornings in the Lab, when you join the network, when you become part of our universe, part of the studio, all the resources that come along with that, that's what you start to build. You start to build community. You start to build relationships with your audience, just like I do every day when I come here, whether it's one person, 2 people, 10 people, 5,000 people, 50 million people, whatever the number is. We're building community. We're building connection. And in the long run, that's what's going to win, not the number of likes. Absolutely. So that's what we're doing. Yes. Good morning. It starts with Joy Live. Oh my goodness. That's my friend Cheryl Raphael Whitaker. Cheryl, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that wonderful I don't know what I can say tribute. That's pretty corny. Tribute's not the word, but the little promo for the work that I'm doing and the acknowledgement of the hard work that goes into showing up here every day. I know you get it. I know you understand, but I also know that you two are leaning into this idea that showing up consistently with a unique platform that shows your experience, your expertise, your authenticity, your trust, and a whole bunch of entertainment on your show for sure, with Atlas and Beatrice and Zola and the whole crew over there on It Starts With Joy Live. If you don't know Cheryl Raphael Whitaker, you better figure it out. Get on over and see It Starts With Joy Live with Cheryl Raphael Whitaker and bring a little extra joy into your life. So thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate you as part of the Mornings in the Lab network for sure. And Mike Sullivan, Sully. Oh, I got to be honest with you, dude. I was thinking, where is he? I appreciate that you are out there. 4:30 a.m. Mike Sullivan wakes up with us out on the West Coast every day. And man, it got to be 7:45 Eastern time, 4:45 Eastern time. And I'm like, what? I actually thought for a second, where's Sully? That's what we do. That's what we're building here. That's how it works. Right? Absolutely. Sully, I'm glad you are here. Thanks for coming out, hanging out with us every day. Prank caller, I'm not keeping my mouth shut. Hush. Here's another one. Hush. No, I ain't hushing. I'm getting up every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Kindness Rising to have a little hope, a little humanity, a little fun along the way, maybe learn a thing or two from each other. Absolutely. And don't forget, this is a community. If you got something you want to talk about, you want to hear about, say it in the chat. We can talk about it in another show. We can talk about it now. We are here for each other. Bring positivity, bring your ideas. Call me out if you think I'm full of shit. That's another opportunity you have. Absolutely. That's okay too. I'm all right with that. I want conversation and connection. Absolutely. All right. So we continue here on a Thursday morning, 7:30 a.m. It's now 7:53 a.m. Eastern, and we're going to get back to that conversation on play as I kick off my theme music here. Let's slide into something a little bit different. All right, here's another song. I'm doing pretty good with the music. I've been kicking with the same like 5 or 6 songs for a little while, bouncing around, not really associating anything with any type of segment so much as I thought I might, but I like this vibe. I'm good with it. All right. Here's some kindness, good news for you from science. There's biology behind all of this. Yep, one of our regular subjects here is how the brain works and how it acts against or with play and the activities that we do, and how playful interaction reduces cortisol. Cortisol is that stress hormone that we all feel, right? When we get agitated, we get the adrenaline kicks in and cortisol comes right with it. But when stress, and that it actually is our fight or flight hormone, and so when that kicks in, we're just thinking about survival. But when stress drops and cortisol drops, cognitive performance improves. People will think more clearly and communicate more openly and solve problems more creatively. So that's what we do when we play. It also increases bonding, right? Sharing positive experiences, strengthening those relationships at the neurological level, connection to those experiences. That's why play is so important, just experiencing things together, particularly in a non-stressful environment. Sure, there's such thing as trauma bonding or whatever the case may be, but that's not the kind of bonding we want in our organizations, in our lives, putting people under immense pressure so they bond. I mean, sometimes it's necessary to put the pressure on, no question. We'll pressure together as a leader, right? You lead by example in those situations. That's my take. But the point is that we can build those positive bonds and those positive experiences amongst our team members, maybe open each other a little bit more to each other so that when the stress is on, we've already built those bonds. We already understand each other's tendencies, each other's strengths, each other's areas of improvement, weaknesses, if you want to call them that, whatever the case may be, right? Absolutely. So when we, as leaders, when we create space for play, we're not losing control. We're actually creating the conditions for people to perform their best. That's the key. We're not losing control when we create space for play. We're creating the conditions for people to perform their absolute best. Love that. All right. Hey, Ryan, do you like grindcore bands? I don't think I know what grindcore is, but I'm open. Throw some, I can't even, grindcore. I don't know grindcore. I listen to all kinds of music. Maybe I know grindcore, but I don't know who they are. I will try anything. Name a couple bands, I will Spotify them. Here's a commitment to you because it's the kind of stuff I do. Name a couple bands I can find on Spotify. I'll listen to them and I'll bring it back to you tomorrow if you come back 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I'll listen to it anyway. Ryan Darren, I'm here in New York State, upstate New York, not the city, the other New York where there's mountains and rivers. There's rivers in New York City too, but a little more rural up here. About 2.5 hours north of what people think of as New York City. Yep. How about you? Where are you coming from? What are you up to today? Get involved in the chat. Stay connected. The more we share, the more we understand each other, the more fun we'll have ultimately, be able to play for sure. Absolutely. All right. I can't believe it. We're winding down. I do believe it. I say I can't believe it every day. Every day I'm like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But I do believe it, actually. I believe it because time flies when you're having fun, I guess. And time flies when you're playing and talking about play. And so, absolutely. Here's the summary. Here's the deal. And here's what I have come to believe. The best leaders, they aren't the ones who hold on the tightest. They're the ones who let go, who create space, who invite people in who are willing to look a little foolish so others might feel safe by showing up. Because when you remove fear, you unlock people. And when you unlock people, you don't lose. You build something better than control. You build trust. The foundation of all good teams, trust. And trust is what real leaders run on. That's what we do every day by showing up here on Kindness Rising. Absolutely. I appreciate you for showing up at the Mornings in the Lab Network. Check out Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Check out It Starts With Joy with Cheryl Raphael Whitaker. Check out the Jason Hewlett Show. Check out What the Truck. That's coming soon. Just check out the network. Come join us. And if you want to stand out and start your own show, reach out to me and I can help you with that. Absolutely. Everybody, I hope you have a great Thursday. Get up, get after it. Get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on Kindness Rising. And until then, stay uncommon and stay kind.
What if your mornings could be inspiring
and ridiculously fun.
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day.